it's Ashley Bookishrealm back with another video. Today I'm here to do a series review of Paper Girls by Kavon, and this is a science fiction comic book series that I have been reading with a group that I have fallen in love with and thoroughly have enjoyed. So if you guys didn't know, Paper Girls is about 4 young girls who live in the 80s. They are out on their paper route, so it is literally about girls who do deliver newspapers. So they're out on their paper route, and as they're out on their paper route, they encounter these weird experiences. The sky looks completely different. There are these weird human look-alike things that come to them and let them know that there are things such as time travel, and there's this war between this newer generation of teenagers and this older generation, but they're both future generations. I absolutely love this series. It is such a complex and dynamic series that explores friendship, time travel, self-esteem, development, personality. There's a lot of things that are talked about in the series. I won't go into explicit details about each volume because this is a non-spoiler review, but I will say that some of the highlights from this are watching the 4 girls go from being complete strangers with each other to being the best of friends by the time we reach the 6th volume. This book, as I said before, is science fiction time travel, so there are elements of the series that are quite confusing. I do know that when I read it, the first volume of Paper Girls, I was kind of understanding where it was going with the time travel, but by the time I got to the 2nd and 3rd volumes, I was completely confused, and it wasn't anything that I was used to at all. I'm not a huge science fiction reader, but this series was still able to keep my attention and draw me into the plight of our 4 main characters. I will say, for those of you who have already started reading Paper Girls and may feel kind of off about the 2nd and 3rd volume, keep going, because volumes 4, 5, and 6, Kavon does a very beautiful job of slowly unraveling each and every aspect of the plot and how it applies to this whole concept of time travel. What I do like about this time travel that Kavon does instill in these volumes is that it is linear. So that means that you are jumping from one point on a timeline to another. There are no shoot-offs. There are no other universes. It is just one world. It just is on different points of the line. I also love the artwork of this comic series. It is vibrant, it is beautiful. There are Easter eggs in every volume that are references to 80s pop culture. So if you're a big 80s fan, I would highly recommend checking this out. I saw things that were in reference to Terminator, things that were in reference to the American Werewolf, things in reference to Apple in the 80s. It was just such a great aspect that they really dove deep into the culture of the 80s to illustrate exactly what was going on during that time. And as we go through to times that we are still familiar with, there is a showcasing of Millennium, 2000, Y2K. There is an introduction of 2016. You still do see aspects of those cultures of that time that is mixed into the comic series. I think Kavon does a great job of also showing us how each decade, each period in time does have its own culture and attributes that define that specific time in history. It was a comic series that really focused on the development of the 4 young ladies that we deal with. There is a lot that is said about being 12 and feeling like you can conquer the world and that you can handle everything. We do see that constant theme throughout the volumes, and we see what happens when children at this age are thrown into situations that are very much adult-like and how they respond. There are things that happen that are pretty much okay now that people kind of relate to that were kind of difficult to grasp in the 80s. There's some discussion about the LGBTQIA+ community and its presence in the 80s as opposed to in 2016, and how the acceptance of the community has changed over time. This was such a dynamic and thorough writing of a comic series that I could see myself rereading it countless number of times and finding new things to love and enjoy each time that I. So if you're looking for a new science fiction comic book series to check out, I would highly recommend Paper Girls. As I said, it's only 6 volumes. All 6 volumes are out, so it's a series that you can easily binge and easily enjoy. If you are looking for a more detailed discussion of each volume with spoilers included, please let me know in the comment box below, and I'll think about maybe doing a video of that nature. Other than that, if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Remember that I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so click that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll be back with another video soon.